I already tried recording this once, but it didn't record, so I'm having to say all this again, but I just thought I would address people about the whole rioting, looting, and the protesting thing. And when I talk about people who are rioting and looting, I'm gonna be blunt. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, because honestly, people who are rioting and looting in the streets right now, ruining other people's lives, killing other people, taking their lives for a cause that shouldn't be having to do this, makes me sick. And anybody who is doing this and thinks this is the right thing to do, you are a moron. You are an uneducated moron, because there are proper ways to take care of these kind of things. The whole George Floyd thing, I agree with people, is something that shouldn't happen. Police brutality against anybody should not happen. Not just black people, white people, Asian people, Mexican people, anybody. Everybody, in my opinion, is the same. Your race doesn't matter. Police brutality against anybody should not be a thing. Back to the thing. George Floyd, he didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. But back to the writing. People who are doing that, thinking it's gonna solve any problem, are a bunch of morons. And obviously they're a bunch of uneducated morons, because they don't know of the right way to take on a situation which involves the government. Call your government, do something like that. Contact your governor, your mayor, talk with officials about this. Don't ruin everybody else that you had nothing to do with the situation because of a situation that happened. That's not gonna solve anything. That's not gonna help with anything. And the fact that so many people, think that this is the right way to do things, makes me sick. It makes me feel like a piece of shit myself, because I have so many people around me that think this. This makes me feel like I did something wrong. It makes everybody feel like they did something wrong. Think about the people who raise their children and then see them out in the streets killing innocent people, looting from innocent people's houses, just doing shit against people that had nothing to do with a situation that don't deserve anything. That would make me feel like the most piece of shit person in America. Not even just in America, anywhere. Because the life I raised is out taking other people's lives. I would have thought that I would have trained my sons, my sisters, not my sisters, but daughter well, to not do this kind of thing. So I feel bad for the people that see their brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, their sons, their daughters, their children who might be doing this, seeing what's happening. Peaceful protesting, that's okay, because people are not getting hurt, and people are going about something in a more educated-esque manner, because they know that violence isn't going to solve against violence. That's not how this will work. This is not how any of this works. And the fact people still think that that's how things should be. This isn't the medieval times. Trying to solve this violence with more violence is not going to help. You can't just crusade against something. You can't get swords and medieval armor thinking that that's going to help you, because it's not. Anybody who's thinking this is dumb. They're negligent to the situation at hand. I'm not sugarcoating this. Anybody who thinks like this is a moron. Uneducated. And I feel bad for people that are uneducated, because maybe they don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're thinking like this because they had no way to learn how to think in a more, how should I put this? Rational mindset. But people who do know what they're doing, people who know that they're taking advantage of a horrible situation, looting from people who have nothing to do with it, people like that who might be watching this video, I hate them. You're ruining people's livelihood and people's way of life for your own personal gain. Not for the Black Lives Matter, not against police brutality, for your own selfish demands. A good example of this is Antifa. They have no place to be here, but yet I heard this is not set in stone. I'm saying what I have heard, and I need to do more research into that. People need to do more research into things before they decide to do something irrational, because there could be a more rational way to deal with something like I've been disclaiming here. I heard that Antifa was gonna go out into the countryside, burn down farms, and kill livestock to prove a point that if their demands are not met, America will burn. And if those people end up getting shot and killed themselves for invading on private property, trying to harm those on that property and their way of life, they deserve it. I don't care what anybody says about it. That's the fact. They're going after these innocent people that had nothing to do with the situation. These people shouldn't even be involved in the situation. The whole Antifa people, they don't need to be involved here. But guess what? People think it's a good idea to go for this point. That way they can be violent, prove their own point, while saying they're disguised as another point. Alright? And if they die trying to harm other people, screw them. They're the ones threatening people that had nothing to do with the situation. They're the ones who are going to go out, not set in stone, might go out, to try and harm these people, their way of life, their homes, everything. The fact that these people who don't need to be involved in this are getting involved, saying that they're gonna try and help at this point, but yet ruining it. These people are soiling the Black Lives Matter point to where everybody's gonna think that it's just a bunch of violent people. This ruins peaceful protesting, in the fact that violent rioting and looting is gonna get more broadcasted in media more than peaceful protesting, because sometimes news networks just want to show the bad, make people angry, cause more violence. And that thought sickens me too. The thought people who don't need to be involved are getting involved to prove their own point while disguising it as another. People who are just out there to gain free shit from looting areas and rioting. Those who think violence against the innocent who had nothing to do with this police brutality, they think that it's gonna change something. It's not. It's gonna make you look like a nonsensical, uneducated, irrational thinking dumbass who needs to be put in a mental asylum. That's all this is gonna do. It's gonna make people more angry, more irrational thinking against the Black Lives Matter, because people are saying that they're supporting this while doing these irrational, degenerate acts against people. This is not gonna help with anything. Honestly, I feel bad for the Black Lives Matter, because in a partial way, their statements are somewhat true. I'm not saying that what they're saying is not something that should be fought for. There is still racism in America, but the fact that these people are soiling what these other people are saying, and then these other people that are trying to do things the right way are gonna get punished. They're gonna get hate. They're gonna get everybody's attention, while these other people will laugh. These other people that are being violent will not get anything done to them. And that makes me feel hate. That makes me feel hate against these people who are ruining a valid point and then able to get away with it because people are going to be distracted with the point that they say that they supported. Because these people, the regular people, will think that the regular people who are fighting for this cause got these people, even though most of these people who are rioting and looting are not even part of this. They say they are, so they don't get the blame. It's sickening. I don't know how else to put it. It's sickening. People today are a bunch of evil, self-thinking, just they don't think about the cause of an effect. The effect that what they do is gonna affect other people. It sickens me, and I hate them for it. Not the people who are peacefully protesting, because they are going about this the right way. They're not harming anybody, they're not destroying anything. They're trying to prove their point. They're speaking out, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the right way. But these people who say they're a part of this group, trying to prove that message, but in reality they're not. That sickens me. I hate those people for lying, making this point that was righteous in this first place seem like the most degenerate shit piece point in the world. Sickens me, and I hope these people all end up going to hell where they belong. Schemy little bastards. Anyway, that's the end of my little rant about the rioting and looting. If you need to know more about this, do research. Find the facts. Go to Google, search it up. Go on YouTube. Find people who are talking about this. Find people with a non-biased perspective that will cover everything. Find people that will give facts on the situation, because that's what I'm talking about right now. The facts that I know about the situation, what I've researched, what I've found. Not everything I'm saying, I'm sure that not everything I'm saying is true. If I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong, and I'll accept that. But only if people prove me wrong with facts and evidence. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Unless you're one of those people that I'm saying that I dislike, who find this video and then hate on it. Alright? If you're watching this video, you need to get off this and think about your life. Think about the wrong you are doing to other people and their lives, making your life better for the sake of many people's own lives and livelihoods. But if you're a regular person that has knowledge and research the facts, have a good day and stay safe. Make sure to lock your doors. Make sure to wear your masks if you're going out. Make sure to have a weapon, especially if you're in an area with high rioting, because you are likely to be targeted. You don't need to be targeted, but people are going to do it anyway. Stay safe. Have a good day. If you have any opinions, if you have something to prove me wrong, facts and evidence for that, put in the comments. I would like to see what people think about my opinion, about what I'm saying, about the facts that I've found. Alright. Have a nice day and stay safe. Auf Wiedersehen.